I've got my backpack, got a flask of coffee, a complimentary coffee, watch the train going in with it. Oh, I like to get the view of the other side as well. Oh, what? There's something coming. Car isn't starting. I'm going to go back to Dundee at 7:45 in the morning. Okay, see you later. Bye. And see if you could, because I'm sure there's an overspill. It is quite a tight one, that, but it is a busy place.
Run you over. Radar key. It's got a keyhole on it.
Yeah, radar key's a good thing. A pound to use the toilet. That's what they were charging, a pound per person.
Ah, the overspill's out and round, okay.
Absolutely a rip-off. If they use the toilet, £1, it's just my opinion. Bloody dear.
That key does work for radar keys. I'm going to try it when
yeah,
not
bloody should really. You should. Oh, look, there's the monument. The
Glenfinnan.
Glenfinnan.
No overnight stay, but there's a car park.
Yeah. Oh, there's the monument. You get the Glenfinnan monument as well, just at Loch Shiel.
Welcome.
Ah, that's better. More room.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah, I can't see it with the roof.
Car park will be locked between the hours of 10
Oh,
PM.
you can just see it up ahead, yeah.
10 PM and 7, that's alright.
Yeah.
I need to read the T's and C's for fucking disabled parking on it before that.
Oh, yeah, there's the sign.
They've parked many buses in it.
Oh,
Thank you.
it's a nightmare. Is there other spaces?
Probably bad, you want to take it right.
So, once we get parked, we shall be walking up that way to get to the Glenfinnan Viaduct.
Yes.
And then I'm going to have a look at the visitor centre and the monument as well. So it's very busy here, by the way, and it's say 6 o'clock in the evening on a Monday afternoon, 20th of July, of course. So it is a middle of summer, so it's busy.
Right,
So,
close
there we
this.
go.
Windows shut.
This is how busy it is, and it's the back of 6 in an overspill car park. Right, so that's us finally parked it. We're just going to make our way up to the Glenfinnan Viaduct. Now I'm going to check the times of that train. There's one leaving shortly, so from the lake, but it takes about, I don't know, 40 minutes or so to get from there to from lake to here. So if I could get the train going across it, which I suspect that maybe a few others are doing as well, I guess. So yeah, we'll try and get that train going over it as well, if I remember. I'll have to check the times, but it looks as though there's quite a bit of people there already at the viaduct. Probably see them just, and the viaduct is just there. So we're just checking the parking regarding the parking. So high season £5, low season £1. Oh, you get £1 less on it. £4 at low season, £5 at high season. Did you have to pay for yours?
Well, I don't want to.
No.
In fact, Glenfinnan Community Car. Plus, it's also a community car park, so.
So, but just to let them know, this is how busy we are. This is the overspill car park, and it is mobbed here as well. So, what I'm going to do now is if I get a signal, I'm going to find out when that train was that's leaving my leg, and hopefully we'll get footage of the train going over the viaduct as well, which will be quite something to see. So there's quite a bit of, I think, a picnic area there as well. Bike racks for anybody that would want to actually cycle this distance. Are you doing the video? Yeah. Strange doing his video. There's a bit of an information board. The train timetable it's got here, leaving Mallaig at 6:15. It gets to Glenfinnan at 7:03. So we might hang on for a bit to see if we could see this train going over it. So it is very, very busy with tourists, probably going to wait for the train to come past as well, I'm guessing. I mean, you get coach loads. This is famous for some the Harry Potter films and that as well.
There's the massive zombie horde of people.
So the Harry Potter films is certainly going to have an impact on how much recognition the Glenfinnan Viaducts get, because the film that's used in the film apparently, I mean, I'm not a Harry Potter fan, but it's because it's in the film it's made famous, you know. But it's an impressive piece of engineering nonetheless, and it's quite a big viaduct. So yes, we're going to go up the viaduct trail to get to the viaduct. There's several ways. I mean, there's infinite ways to get to it, but the easiest ways is really going by the trails or the paths. You're taking the viaduct trail, and it is busy with photographers on that hillside. I'll show you. So yeah, it's busy. As I say, this is the back of 6 in the evening on a Monday. Although it's summertime, July, so it would probably be busy anyway, regardless of what day it was. So, lovely. Oh gosh, yeah, there's more people up there. Oh yeah, they're everywhere, eh?
How are they getting up there?
Yeah, well, there's always a way up. Okay, we'll find a way up there, like, for sure.
I think people may have crossed that.
Oh, well, no, you can get right under it, but I think there's other ways up to it as well, when you get up to it.
Hopefully. I think other people are going for it.
Yeah. So we're going to go to one of these viewpoints and look over the viaduct, go under it, and I think we'll go up the embankments to where the cows are and get a view of the train, that classic view of the train going over the viaduct. That's basically what all the people are doing as well. Because there are squads of people waiting, I assume, for that train leaving Mallaig. It's left at 6:15. It's like, well, actually, it's not even left Mallaig yet. It doesn't leave for 6:15, so
that's going to give us time to get up there.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get here till about the back.
There they are. All the people.
It's 7 o'clock, isn't it? Some people are running, but they could be running for anything. But no, that's not that far. We'll get up there, no bother. That's a good picturesque view. Get a picture like from that, eh? That's lovely. Just with the branches in front of it as well, eh? And if you're at the different light levels and sunsets and right or whatever, you know, the way the light's reflecting off it, it'd be really picturesque. Glenfinnan Viaduct. The Glenfinnan Viaduct was also on the £10 note as well. So Scottish note. Scottish
it's only
note.
Bank Bank of Scotland that has it.
Probably.
I think they do.
So
it's a Scottish viaduct.
Yeah, you would certainly hope anyway. So, have to get a selfie with the viaduct in the background as well. Yeah, we'll get to it now, I think. Yeah. We'll just continue along the viaduct trail till we get closer to it and perch ourselves. Yeah, we'll find a perch so we can actually look down on it and see the train going over it. At least that's the idea. So it says Station Museum. Yeah. The famous station. Viaduct, yeah, that's the viewpoints, that's where we need to be going up. See, you get under it, I remember that, but there's a log in, there's logs in that getting cut. I mean, that's years ago, like, but yeah. So do you want to go under it and then over or under?
I'll go up first.
Go first?
Yeah.
It shouldn't be bad. But we've got some cracking views of it now.
That's not the tune. So wherever they are, we can't get to. But we can get there or up.
Yeah, you can get to any of them really. Just walk to the points, it shouldn't be that difficult. Yeah, look at that. Nice. Get a spectacular view from the other side as well. Oh, look at that as a selfie. I'll try and do the selfie as well. So I'm taking videos at the same time as filming.
So, here's the viaduct. It's much bigger in person.
Yeah, it's big. It's quite
Trusted next to that, even worse.
I've got my backpack with a flask of coffee, a complimentary coffee while I'm here, when we find this perch point where we could watch the train going under it. And I've got a bag of crisps and something to just complimentary celebration sort of thing, because in here oh, I like to get the view of the other side as well. Oh, what? There's something coming. So Struan's getting it from over there. Oh no, I'm going to miss it. You're joking, it's a steam train as well. Oh, you can still see it. So the chances of that was just unbelievable. We never knew the steam train was coming over. So that's why it was so busy. I didn't know the steam train was coming over it today. I just heard the thing coming over. I was just like, bloody heck, it's coming, it's better not miss it. So I got as best I could. We're still waiting on the commercial one coming over, the one that leaves at 6:15. I wasn't aware of the steam train one, it was just by sheer chance. So that was a bonus. We've still got to see the ordinary train going over the commercial one, but presumably that's the reason why it's so busy. I wondered why it was so busy, right enough, for a commercial train. It was obviously the steam train that was so busy, that's the reason why. Which I was unaware of. So it was just by sheer chance that we saw that. I've no idea that we were just lucky to see what we did. So everybody's coming off the hill now. And that's the reason why it was so busy all of a sudden today. So yeah, that would explain why it's so busy today. And now I didn't know the steam train was coming over today, neither did Struan, but we just turned up when we did. I thought, well, we'll at least see the commercial train. I thought maybe they're waiting on just the scheduled one at 6:15, the ordinary train. But it wasn't, it was a steam train. Everybody more or less is coming down now. That would have been why it was so busy. So I guess we were extremely lucky to just happen to be here at the right time to get that. Because, as I say, I had no idea. We weren't here for that reason, we just came here on spec. Just out of chance. We said, I'll come by Glenfinnan Viaduct today. And so So we were extremely lucky. Extremely lucky. I got what I got. I didn't get the views from up here, but I did get something for these as a bonus. And I think Struan got something on his channel as well. So Struan's doing his video. I'm getting my selfies as well. We'll wait on the schedule, you know, the ordinary when it leaves at 6:15. We'll just see a train going over from this view. The steam chamber's just a total bonus and total surprise. We didn't know that. I mean, to be honest, we didn't really come here for that. We just came here to see the viaduct. But as a bonus, as I said, that steam change just happened to be going over as we got to here and got some kind of view of it anyway, at least. See it first hand and record it for you to show you later on as a video, second hand footage. But yeah, I just heard the rumble and the steam, the train going over, and saw the steam going away in the distance in the hills. So, but there's maybe some people still hanging on to wait for the ordinary train going over later, about half an hour or something from now. So we're just climbing up to a viewpoint where you can actually look down on the viaduct. Single track, as you could see. Pictures of that as well. I'll probably make a separate spin-off video actually. This will be long. I'll do two videos. I'll do the day out and I'll do a separate spin-off. Or I might just keep it as a one, I don't know. See what's easier, whatever's easier for me to edit. So I've found a nice perched area to get a view of the viaduct. And what I'm going to do now is wait on the train coming that's leaving Mallaig at 6:15. It's left about 20 minutes ago, 15-20 minutes ago. So it's probably going to be here in about 25 minutes, something like that. It serves the station, Glenfinnan station, at 7:03 it's due in. So it's like it's just going off 6:30. So we're going to hang on here around this area and hopefully get a view of the actual scheduled diesel train going over the viaduct. It'll be in the same direction as the steam train, because the steam train came from the Mallaig and that'll be heading to Fort William. That'll be run by the company Jacobites. So as nice as it is here, there's a lot of midges going about and they bite. There's lots of them, lots of midges. That's sort of the downside. So Struan's getting bitten and getting bitten. So this, apart from that, it's lovely. You could sit here for quite a while and just looking at the view and enjoying being here. But as I say, the midges are a pain and they're getting bit already with them. And they just will not let off. The midges are relentless. See, they just won't go away. And they leave the red marks, bite marks, all over. Any unprotected skin is just going to be a magnet for the midges. And you brush them off, as soon as you brush them off, they're back on you again, eating you. Struan's getting that bad with the midges, as you could see. And getting that bad with the midges. Apart from that, it's okay. So, despite the midges, I'm just sort of hanging on here, having a coffee and looking at the viaduct and waiting on that train coming. So, Struan's having a hard time with the midges, and so am I actually, because they're biting like anything and it's just a right nuisance. The midges are really annoying, but anyway. I've got a relative that stays in the western area, not far from, it's in the west side of Scotland, and there's a lot of midges where they stay, and it really, I think if you could tolerate that, you could tolerate anything. But the midges are pretty bad here, but where my relative stays in the west area of Scotland, it is really bad. So, but the midges are a bit of a nuisance today, unfortunately. And Struan is still battling them off, and it's obviously just like a lost battle to battling these midges away. They just will not go away. In fact, the more you brush them away, the more they come towards you. Just show you how bad the midges have done to my arm. So it's swollen now. That's just the short time I've been here. They are absolutely relentless images. Just gonna have a wee look at this information board. It's just a stone throw away from where I was sitting. I was just literally sitting over there. And there's a wee bit of information. Here's the train. This is just the normal train coming over. This is the Caledonian ScotRail rather. So I couldn't really have imagined the crowd would have been waiting there just for the ordinary trains to go past, because you could tell there is nobody really much here. But there's maybe a handful of people, but it was obviously the railway, the steam train that they were waiting for. So we were very lucky to get that, because we didn't know, we weren't really checking, we just decided to come here on spec really, just on the off chance, and we were lucky to see that. The steam train, but the scheduled one, well, I thought that, well, we were going to see that because I knew there was one leaving twice from the lake during the summer months. So, and I got that on my last video when I done the rock shed, the Cruachan rock shed Mandela effect thing that I'd done in a couple of videos ago. I waited for the train to go through it, so I got some footage of that as well. So we're going to head to the Glenfinnan monument and possibly have a look at the loch as well, the Loch Shiel. So we got the viaduct for a while, we're going to look at that for quite a wee while. I've got footage of 2 trains going over it. So I'm going to watch what I'm doing though. Here isn't too easy, slippery and steep. So myself touching the viaduct, the famous Glenfinnan Viaduct.
You and me both.
And Struan has also touched the viaduct as well. Been here and touched it. I've been across it on the railway a few times over them, quite a few occasions. To the foot of the viaduct. Yeah, there'll be repairs works. Yeah, that's definitely been recent. Because they obviously have to put new concrete down. Yeah, just to maintain it and that. Right, a bit boring. I've not got my hiking boots, so that's the problem. I never thought to bring my hiking boots, which is typical of me. I seem to forget things. I don't think I'll need them and I end up wishing I brought them. I just happen to be look under the lower. Touching the viaduct yet again, just to show you a close up of actually being at the foot of one of the viaduct supports and show you a view of it from this angle with the countryside shown through it. It's quite picturesque. So Struan's going to wait on us at the van. I'm going to, at the Ford Grand Tourneo there, van, car, taxi, whatever, MPV. I'm going to just come along here a bit to the viaduct. After I've done that, I'm going to have a look at the monument. So I'm just going to, I remembered log, yes, I did remember logs. I was just saying to myself, the last time I was here I remembered seeing logs. There was a lot of log activity going on, and I was right, I remembered correctly. There are certainly logging stuff going on, and this is quite a nice view too. Yeah. Yep. And a lovely river that's flowing under it to go up that feed Loch Shiel, I would reckon. So I'm going to have a wee look over there. In fact, what I might do, actually I'm going to double back because I saw a plaque that was on that wall over there. I'm going to get that footage, see what it says, and then I'm going to come back along here and have a look at the viaduct from that end. So this was the plaque that I was wanting to get some footage of. I'm going to go back across that bridge and have a look at the other side. So the last time I was here, many years ago, a good few years ago anyway, I do remember there was some kind of logging activity going on, and it seems as though this is what I remember, kind of. Yeah, this is kind of what I remembered at the foot of the Glenfinnan Viaduct, because I kind of like, you know, I was like, oh, well, that's what's under it. There's a lot of logging thing going on under it. I didn't, at the first time I came here, I didn't really expect to see, like, logging stuff being done under it. But there is, and that's what kind of sticks in my memory. That's why I kind of remember it. And I was correct in remembering that, because I wasn't 100% sure, but I was kind of like, really felt strongly that I did remember something to do with logging that was here. And this is it here. This is kind of what I remembered. So I'm going to go up to the other viewpoint and have a look at the viaduct, looking at it from the other side. So I'm basically going to look back towards where I was at earlier when the trains went over. I won't keep Struan waiting too long, because I still want to go to the monument, which is across the road from the car park, the visitor centre. So I'm going to make it brief, and I'll just quickly get some footage. In fact, what I'm going to do is make this video into 2 parts, I think. So you get some lovely views of Loch Shiel as well, and you even see the monument there in the distance. I could zoom in and show you that. And a wee bit of the loch too. So you get to see a wee bit of the loch as well, and through the arch of the viaduct. So yeah, like I was saying, I'll make this video into 2 parts, because it's just going to be too long. I'll do, first part will be the journey to Glenfinnan. Second part will be when I'm at Glenfinnan. There is the Glenfinnan rail station and village to look at as well, which would be quite nice. I don't know what it's like for time now that it's 7:30, but to see on that. But this is nice now. Sun coming out. It's showing over the viaduct. Trying to get the mountain as well. It's turned out rather nice. And some of the surrounding countryside as well. Yeah. And that's right up to the viewpoint where the big crowds of people were that were waiting to see the steam train going across the viaduct. This would be where they were perched. They would have come up this way and got a brilliant view of the viaduct from up here. So I'm going to go up here just to see the view from it. So this is where the crowds were standing to see the steam train. Now, I'm not getting the best view. I'm going to have to go up here, I think. But just to show you anyway. maybe go along here a bit. So you cannot go through that way, obviously, for it's all completely fenced off. This is really as far as this will go, and might go up there actually and look down from there to see what it looks like, because I'm not going to get along to view it from that side, because it's you got to get over the railway, and you cannot do that. The only way to get past that railway is under the viaduct. Certainly in this vicinity, I don't know about you, have to go way up the mountain to, one way or another, going to have to cross it at a proper crossing point. So I'm going to have to go, I'll go up there first, have a look down, see what it looks like from up there, and then I'll go back down and head back towards the car park, and then I'll have a look at the monument. So it looks like they've made effort to make it easier to get across this muddy bit, this really muddy bit here. This part is a nightmare, and I don't have my hiking boots, which is bloody typical, wasn't it? So, but it's nice of them to put the wood there, because that makes it so much easier to get across here, to get a view. I'll probably go up there a bit more. So I'm quite literally perched up here. Now I've been here before for sure. Could have done the same sort of thing. I would have done what I'm doing now. I would have done back then as well. I would have went right around it, underneath the viaduct. Looked at it from all different viewpoints. This was before I'd done YouTube, well before it. So I don't have a video of this anyway for public. So I'm doing a good one now. But I'm sure I was here, because I remember that the last time, the fence and that. Although if I remember rightly, it was further towards the track, because I remember being able to see part of the line. So they maybe moved the fence a little bit further and replaced it with a newer one. But anyway. So, just get the selfie as well, with the loch in the background and the viaduct from this angle. So I could film and photograph at the same time this. Right, so now that I've done that, I will make my way down and head back towards the car park, which looks empty from here. In fact, that might just be the only car that's left in it. I wonder if that's Struan's car there, is that it? It's a big blue one facing this way. That probably is it. It's the only one in the overspill. I think most people have gone, and we are the only few that are left anyway. Look at the tree. Grief. I can't understand why that would be there. Why would they put a tree there under the viaduct where it's potentially going to grow right into it? And vice versa, why would they put a viaduct where the tree was most likely to grow? Why isn't it? I find it odd why that would be like that. Why that's there. How did they get there? Why would they put it there? Anyway, it's just quite odd actually. It's just right in line with the roof of the grief. It's pretty bizarre that, but anyway, I just thought I'd highlight that from on. Yeah. It looks as though it's been cut at the top there, just to ensure that it doesn't actually grow at the, touching the viaduct base, the bit below the railway, the top of the arch, so that could be a problem. So they've certainly the right vicinity, all the cutting equipment there for it, to cut it down, to keep that from happening. So now all I need to do is just get back to the car park. I want to go on this side of the, cross over the bridge to be on the other side, sorry, because I'm not sure about crossings down there. They probably will be, but I'll go the way I know for sure. But I'm going to get across this way and I'll get back to the car park on the left. If I take a chance to go down there, it might be ages before I get one, so I'm just going to cross here when the going's good, so to speak. At least I know I'm going to get to the other side of it. So this is just heading back to the car park, in the direction of the car park. So I was just helping out the tourists there. They were wanting their photographs taken, so done that for them. I've certainly been taking plenty of pictures today and videos, so yes, I'm very much so used to taking photos and videos. So she asked the right person. That's all I've been doing today is videoing, so, and capturing a lot of this nice scenery for you to share. So definitely worth coming here as well if you're up this way and if you ever want to go somewhere nice in Scotland. And I recommend visiting this area because it's spectacular if you like that kind of thing. But there's my phone going, I'm going to have to answer. So earlier on when we were walking up this way, Struan heard the kind of like an insect arcing sort of sound, a kind of crackling sound. I knew right away what it was. It's the high voltage arcing from the power lines above. You might hear, well, you might not hear it with the water, but I could hear it. It's just arcing. I can't remember the term it's called. It's just like, it's not static, but it's arcing, it's ionising the air or something. There's that kind of like, something to do with the vapour. But my dad, no, he's an electrical engineer. But that's what we were hearing earlier. It's the arcing because we're walking below the high voltage power lines, which will obviously be quite remote in this area, covering the houses up there. There's not much in the way of much settlement, so these will be vital to power the small local houses around. And of course you've got the Glenfinnan station just up the road a bit, or up the rail a bit, up the rail track. Now where am I going now? Did we go across that or did we not? I can't remember. I think we came over this bridge actually, yeah we did, so we'll just go that way. Okay, so we're back to the car. I think we're going to go over to the monument anyway, I think. And I was right, I think this was the only car in the car park and then there's more people just arrived or something. But anyway, see what we're going to go to the monument. So we'll get a wee footage of the Glenfinnan monument just over there. So, just noticed this very large slug on the path. Just to put it into perspective, my shoes are size 12 and there's how big it is. Very big. So, just a stone throw away from the monument. I shall try and get this camera to focus a bit better if I could. Right, so it is busy, popular tourist attraction. And the loch in the background, it's quite nice. So, try and get a few selfies with that as well. enough lovely, and you can, well, I can't see the viaduct because of the overgrowth. You would be able to see it behind me, but right. So I don't want to keep Struan waiting. I want to have a wee look at this, and then I'll get. I suppose we're heading now. It's like back at 8 now. So we set off early. We set off at 12, but we did do a lot of stopping. I think I'll make the journey up part 1, so you'll know what we were doing. Time, how long it took. So I just had to get that in. And you could get right to the loch as well, which is Loch Shiel. So there is a way, I think there's a way in, or is there a way in? Yeah, they came in the other way, didn't they? So you get right to it. Walk around it. That's a nice shot, nice picture view. So, nice. Let's have a wee quick look at the beach here. Yeah. So I get a selfie with that as well. Try and get it like that, I think. I get a selfie with the monument. That'll do. Yeah. This. Right. Right, so that's a wee look at the monument and the loch. Now, Struan's waiting patiently for me to get back. I think now we're just going to head into Fort William because that A86 road is closed between 7 PM and 6 AM. So we'll have to, we saw the signs as we went up, so we're going to need to go the other way down the A82 through Fort William. And I think at Crane Larg we're just going to go by, there's a Loch Ernhead rather, we're going to go by the A85 coming from the west side of Perth. So in essence it's a circular route from Perth anyway. And then once we get up through Perth it's just the A90 back to Dundee, the last 20 odd miles from Perth to Dundee, which is just doubling back the way we came. But at the rate we're going I think it's going to be more or less dark for a lot of the journey now because it is the back at 8. And it's about half an hour drive to Fort William. And then once we have our tea at Fort William McDonald's, we're going to be heading back. So I'll be kind of like guaranteed to be back en route. Dark by the time we get back, and probably dark for some of the journey. So when we get to Fort William, we'll probably round the video. I'll probably round the video when we get back to Dundee, just to say that that's just back. Started in Dundee, end the video in Dundee. So I literally got picked up just at the side of the road, so Stu was just waiting on me. So we're heading into Fort William for my tea now. We're just basically going back the A830 in the direction of Fort William. Just in Fort William, we're going to go to McDonald's. We're actually going to get the stuff and just have our tea, and then after that we'll just be heading back to Dundee. Fort William McDonald's. Yep, McDonald's are everywhere. Even Fort William. It's a bit tucked in the way, isn't it?
Do they have quick and serve? They fucking should. Oh, they do, because there's numbers on there, right?
So, on the journey back.
Number 1, parked order base. Sounds like when you go for the drive-in, they actually pull up.
Right.
I'm just going.
So we had our tea at McDonald's. Now the problem is it's not starting. The car isn't starting.
Can you hear what that is?
It's making a kind of strange sound.
Yeah.
Might be a sticking starter motor. I suggest we try to shake the engine by putting it in gear to try and shake the engine to try and, if it's a sticking starter, it might just free it. So that didn't work. Let's see if we could find a starter motor and give it a tap with a screwdriver or something. I do smell a bit of a, it could be the Freon from earlier on where we tried to fill the air conditioner and smell a kind of burning kind of, but I think the starter motor could be the problem, and finding it, because it is actually buried. It's buried.
This can get far enough down. Use the
Yeah.
end of this.
Yeah.
Where is the start?
No, it's going to be buried. So the transmission's on the driver's side, so it is going to be find where the wires are. So Struan's come equipped with the diagnostic test for the engine to try and find out if it's going to throw some light on what's going on. I suspect that it's the starter motor because I could hear power going to the solenoid, which means there's power going to it. But the starter isn't turning, which could be the actual starter motor is jammed.
Missing communication with battery.
Missing communication with battery monitor.
Take a photo of that.
Right,
Because I'm going to clear it and then try and start it.
okay, I've got...
Still not happy with it.
No. Well, there is a sound coming from there, but it's to say it's something not... Oh, they don't
Side
actually...
lights or whatever, yeah.
They don't go off, do they? That's the problem now, that's another thing. So the lights don't actually go off. So it doesn't help the battery in this instance.
But you start by googling that fucking code.
Yeah, this was suggested to maybe hit the starter motor with that, give it a tap, but we can't find the starter motor because it's buried under a whole load of components on this side. It's tucked under all there, and I don't even know where the starter motor is on this. And then looking through on the screen, I could try and zoom in, which magnifies what I'm seeing. There's just too much stuff above it. It's a very compact engine compartment, as you can see, very compact. So everything's tucked in a very, very tight space. So So it's not such a good end. We had a great day, but we've actually genuinely broke down now. Earlier on we had the bonnet open to check the air conditioning at Perth. Now we've actually broke down in Fort William outside. Luckily we broke down in Fort William and not in the middle of nowhere on some of these rural roads that we drove to get to you. So if there was any place that was going to break down, because if we stopped at a lay-by somewhere in the middle of nowhere to take a photo and it broke down there and there wasn't a phone signal, it wouldn't have been such a handy thing, would it? But at least we broke down in a place where it's in a built up area, in street lighting, where there's shops and McDonald's and near a settlement. So if I was going to choose a place to break down, at least we broke down somewhere that is relatively safe, rather than out in the middle of nowhere, when it will get dark eventually in a couple of hours. So it's just the joys of motoring. So there's kind of all sorts of noises that's happening when he's trying to start it. High pitched sort of sound, it's almost like the starter motor trying to turn, or it could be an electrical sound that is the relay or something, I don't know, but something's not right anyway. But there is a clicking sound when he tries to start it, which means it's suggesting to me that it's power going to the starter motor relay, solenoid rather, which engages the pinion to the flywheel. But there's no any turning of the starter motor, but the starter motor isn't firing up due to some sort of sensor fault. I was googling up to see if I could find out what it is. So he's going to try and reset the battery monitoring system. He's just researching on Google to see if that will solve the problem, get it fired up at least. No. See, it's still getting the command from the ignition key, but the starter motor just isn't.
Somebody else suggests it can reset the BMS by doing a reset procedure. 4, 5.
So this is a procedure to go through to reset the thing.
2.
You've got to do all this.
3.
Hit the clutch pedal.
And wait for it to start
headlights.
flashing, but it's not doing that.
So there's like a sort of procedure you do to send the commands to the computer. It's like a resetting thing or something, but you need to know the sequence of things to do, such as pressing the clutch or whatever it was and then flashing the headlights. There is suggestions to do things to try and I actually smell like an electrical, well, like a burning smell faintly. I'm suspecting that it's the starter motor that's burned out. Because that kind of high pitched squealing sound as it was trying to get it to start suggests that the starter motor may be seized up. Could be that. I'm guessing. I know mechanics, I don't really know. I'm just using my guessing as to what I think it might be. If the starter motor's seized up, if it's burned out, then that would suggest a burning smell. That kind of peculiar high pitched noise. In fact, the solenoid's activating, which means power's going to it. But it's just not firing. It's not turning, the motor's just not turning. The starter motor isn't even attempting to turn, which means it might be seized. But there is definitely kind of like a faint kind of burning smell. It may just be the Freon from earlier, the diesel suit, but there is a burning sort of very faint burning smell, which means I think the starter may be burned out. Just doing a bit of troubleshooting. Is that actually hot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's high current.
Yeah.
It's certainly, there is suggestion that it may be a short, and it could be the motor is burned out, because when you did try it a few times and if it's drawn high current out the battery to try and turn the seized starter motor, it will put a lot of power on the battery, a lot of drain on it.
From where he was earlier. So. Anything down near that fill plug?
That's the fill plug for the air conditioning.
See that? Should have been up there.
Oh, what is that, the bonnet lever catch?
No, that's one of the aircon pipes.
Oh, right. So check all the pipes and sensors might be a good idea. I mean, I can't even see where the starter motor is. It's going to be, yeah, it's going to be down by the transmission, but it's in the clutch bell housing. It turns the flywheel. But that burning smell, if it's drawing very heavy current from the battery due to a seized starter motor, that would suggest that
How
kind
would it
of burn.
seize so fucking quickly though?
Yeah, well that's the thing. It may be when the engine's off there's a build up of heat because it's just sitting stationary. The heat's building up, it's not being wafted with draft through the vam air, or there might be a short circuit and it's caused the windings to burn out. It's hard to tell, but there is some sort of odd noises going on when you were turning it. Yeah, no. Right, so we got back at 7:45 in the morning. So we broke down in Fort William at the back of 9, and we finally got back to Dundee at 7:45 in the morning. So I did say we would get back in the daylight. We certainly did. We got back the following night, the following morning. But recovery was alright. The first came out, couldn't get it started, couldn't get it going. Could be fuel injector, stroke starter motor. We'll have to check all that. So the car is still up in Fort William. So it's a Veely Plus. Gets me and Struan back. Drops Struan off and then drop me off. So what the plan now is they left the keys with the Premier Inn, which wasn't far from McDonald's. And they will, garage up there will collect the keys and take Struan's car back to Dundee. And then Struan will fix it. He will either fix the injectors or the starter motor or whatever that's needing done on it. He'll try and tackle the job himself to save him money, basically. So you can probably imagine I'm absolutely knackered because I've been up nearly 24 hours. So coming back, I saw the sunrise. So I took footage on the other phone. I wasn't doing a YouTube video. I was in a taxi anyway, so I couldn't do like filming on that. So anyway, I'm just going to say that I did say to you I would tell you when I got back. So I got back, and here I am, some 8 hours later. 130 miles to get from Fort William back home. So yeah, it's been quite a day. Quite exciting. The joys of motoring, but yeah, we're back anyway. So that was it. That's the plan. That's how it is. So I'm going to be to bed now. Absolutely, maybe 4 hours sleep or something. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. It's been a long one. As I say, I'll do it in 2 parts. I sure ain't going to be compiling it today or tomorrow. I need a rest. Can't be bothered to. I'll do the video. I'll do it later in the week. I'll put them up. Okay, see you later. Ciao, bye.